regarding volume, because there's some people at the front, we're going to blast. The PA system is not designed to cover here and outside. So I just got to apologise. There are limitations, and we are at the limitations of what we can do. Well, I can say that the meeting is being recorded. So if you have problems with that, that would be the best avenue. But we do have limits. Yes.
And there's certainly room in the aisles if anyone feels comfortable sitting on the floor. There's room at the front.
Oh, it's on the picture page. The picture progress. Go to picture progress.
Okay. So first of all, I'd like to thank Steve.
Sorry, I'm here.
Thanks, Elizabeth, and thanks everybody for coming. I didn't even know I was a speaker today, so I failed debating at school, so I'll give it my best shot. I'm a boat operator. I don't conduct surveys. I'm not a research analyst. We were asked to conduct a survey with a view to try and reduce the costs of running the ferry business. When we started some 6 or 7 years ago, the landing fees were about $8,000. I think at the end of this year they're going to be $304,000.
Whoa!
So, yeah, the ticket price has gone up, and so the revenue has come up a bit. But it's one of those businesses where we're kind of a bit stuck in the middle. I think that's what today is about. We've got TMR, which determine the ticket price, and then we've got the council, which determine our landing fees. Which, back in the day, if I knew they were going to escalate by this much, I probably wouldn't have done it. I think at the end of this year we've given the council $775,000 in the last 5 years for the ferry, $250 for the barge. So give them $1 million. So if I'm out of here, I hope they name a gate after me or something. Steve Wallace Gate. So I've got something to show for our work. But I'm not here to throw off at the council, to Lance and Kim. They're public servants, and you wouldn't want their job any more than you want mine. So, and I think if we can use today to try and get the community together, and I never expected this, but I think it's really cool how you've all turned up, and you probably need to know that I don't reckon the timetable will change. So I've read all of your responses. That was just an avenue to try and work out, would it reduce the overall running costs? It cut it down by $30,000 or something, which is, it saved us some fuel and some fuel filters and a bit of time, and the crew would still be paid. We're sitting there, it would be ridiculous sitting there looking at people going, oh, we can't go yet. So I don't reckon it'll ever happen. So I think you should need to get that bit of stress out of your heads now. Thank you. And I think the real elephant in the room is probably our lack of funding, because I think I'm sort of closer to joining a long failed Coochie ferry operators. Gary handed me the keys and he said, "You're going to hate me forever," when he gave it to me. And I said, well, TMR grabbed me by the hand and said, "Mate, you're dealing with the state. Don't worry. If it's in our best interest for you to be successful, because if you're successful, you pay your staff well, you can maintain the vessels, and you can have a safe, reliable run." So on the strength of that, we dived in. So we're in year 7, I think, now. The contract is up for, they want us to do another year, but I've basically said to Transport and Main Roads that we don't want to continue under the current regime. So in the worst, come December 30, we would be out. I sort of read some interesting statistics and been listening to the radio a lot, and this has been on my mind as much as yours. I lay there at 3 o'clock in the morning going, what the bloody hell am I going to do with this? And when I heard that the Mogul ferry gets $750,000 a year in subsidies for a boat that's got one genset, no propellers and no landing fees, I got a little bit angry. And especially with you guys being left out with the 50-cent thing, I think our time is at hand right now to try and get these guys to try and get a better deal for you guys. Not just Because if I go all right, you go all right. And you guys want a service, I want a business. We've got to meet in the middle somewhere. And at the moment, it's a business model that no one would want to own. To run a boat 19 hours a day for 365 days a year and to break even is probably not a good business model. You see Serenia taking houses down to Southern Bay Islands in the night. You see us doing charter work. That basically funds the maintenance of new engines and running the ferry. There isn't enough left in the kitty from just you good people coming back and forward to really have anything in reserve to buy new engines and buy new chairs and stuff. So Serenia has basically been funding the Coochie Ferry, so I'm more your government, I think, at the moment, or Serenia is. So that's pretty well the long and the short of it. I won't go on too much, but it comes down to a business decision for us, and I hope you understand that we're not going to go anywhere. We're keen to stay, but we do need some funding, and I think you guys need a better deal from your local government. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. We appreciate you coming today and speaking from your perspective so that we can gain some more understanding.